Hello and welcome to another episode of Battle for Middle-earth 2, Two Towers Are Not Enough, Rise of the Witch King 2.02, and here we are for a 6-player free-for-all on Dead Marshes. The only 6-player map that I think is pretty much fair, that no one gets a decent advantage. And here we are. Right, so we'll start myself, Jimbo. None of us are really going random these days. I just went to men. And then here next to me, I have Yo, which is Vaz. 2 barracks, very offensive. And then over here we have old Carlo, C. And then here we have Big Brain, or Luke. And then up here we have Gaz, who just got planted. Playing it safe with 1 furnace and 1 barracks, very nice. And over here we have Tutane, which this is Harry. So I can see this is the Creebane from Gaz. So that's a good idea. This is a good idea because this also doubles up as being you can use this to be able to reduce the armor of your opposition. So that's always helpful. Okay. All right. And then Carl's doing that on Vaz. So everyone's having a little look. Everyone's having a little look at each other. Holy shit. This might be a bit too many of these, I think. Luke, I think a couple would have been enough. This is costing a fortune. Unless you're deciding not to get Boromir out. There's a lot more space here on this Rise of the Witch King version. I think this little mountain sort of came out to about here, and it meant you couldn't really make much farm space. But I tell you what, there's a lot of farm space to be had here. I think the ones that get screwed over are pretty much the ones in the middle here and the middle up here. I think they don't get quite as much space. Saruman start. Oh, hold the fucking phone. Oh, what is going on? What is going on? Oh God, help us! All right. Well, if I hear any bullshit from Gaz about what happened to him in this game, you can definitely say that Gaz fucked himself. He not only shot himself in the foot. After he shot himself in the foot, he took a bloody shotgun to his face. Right. Well, Luke certainly has a lot of cannon fodder. This is true. I tell you what, Luke, it might be a good idea just to go in on someone if you've got all of this. Just to go for it, because this will swamp someone pretty badly. Right, can Luke... no, Carl can't see it. He cannot see. He hasn't got the bloody murderer crows on his fortress yet. He is blind. Blinded. Harry can see everything that's going on. Gaz cannot. I think Harry was onto a winner here. This is... You have to have this first. If you can't see what's going on, what's the point in playing? Right, I'm taking my time with this, that's for sure. I'm just... got my bozzer. Just getting all of my farms, building up my economy. And now Luke decides to get stuck in. He's a bit tentative. He's touching and feeling. He's he's fingering a little bit on the outside first. He's trying to get the temperature a little bit before he goes in. But I don't think Carl can see this, and Luke cannot see him either. So both of them are blinded. Right, that's interesting. These guys are slowly going to get picked off, I think. Interesting. Alright, Lurtz is here. He missed something there. Maybe he couldn't get it. That's annoying. Right, Luke's going in now. He's getting stuck in. Oh, this is good play from Luke. This is good play. He didn't want to fuck around. And I think Harry... Yeah, Harry's sort of thinking, oh, Gaz was going to go for him, but he wasn't. Because Gaz has blown all of his money on Saruman. I don't see... Yeah, I mean, I think he's done pretty well, I think, to get this amount. I think he probably could have squeezed 4 up here, and probably another 3 here, and another 3 here. You have to accept like 60%. Anyway. Oh, what a fuckfest. What's going on here? Jesus Christ. Luke is just putting these guys straight into the shit mixer, and there's a bottleneck forming right here. I think you need to sort of bring them out a little bit. This is where I think if you had Boromir to give him a bit of the old horn, this would be helpful. But I think now, yeah, the better quality Isengard troops will slowly but surely get all of these guys out. This is where you got to come out with Siege and some Rangers here. Siege and Rangers with Boromir. Have to do it. Right. Gaz has decided to have a little poke. And Gaz is already playing defensive. He already doesn't believe in himself. So, you know, it's only like 5 minutes into the game and Gaz is already second-guessing himself and wants to start building some towers. He's not sure. He's a bit unsure of himself. Bless his heart. Alright. This is a very interesting little token force here. If Saruman was not trying to get this thing and instead, yeah, done that a bit earlier, I think. Right, fireball on the archers. Fireball on the archers. There we go, my son. Getting better, much better. And you've lost all of these guys. That's not the end of the world. But then you've got to follow it up again with these guys, and then they go around here. You see at the same time. That's how it's done, my son. That's how it's done. I should be charging for this sort of knowledge. Right, here we go. Mine, typical, very well organised, separated quite a lot. You never know, somebody might try and get an arrow volley on you or something. Right. Having fingered Carl already, Luke now knows where the G-spot is. But Carl is here to block that G-spot. He doesn't want any of it. He's got plenty of crossbows here. I think that crossbows is probably a good idea, actually, against the Gondor soldiers, because I don't think they'll last very long, these Gondor soldiers, against all of these guys. He's got Lurtz in there, but he's not giving him the plus 50% just yet. And here we go. This is the biggest battle so far of the game. Oh, he's put the bats on him already, these. Right. Your armour is going down, and Lurtz is going to have an absolute fuckfest right here. He's going to bloody, like, kick the shit out of all of these guys. He's going to level up pretty quickly here, I would think. And he's going to be, very shortly, these guys are going to glow yellow. Yep, and here we go, plus 50%. Now, let's see, there's a lot more of these guys. But they do seem to be doing bits, though. You know, he hasn't completely lost everything just yet. And this is where you got to put these to the test, yeah. That, remember, these are okay, but they're not going to do that much damage. And he's held his own. He has held his own, Luke. But I think these crossbows are slowly starting to turn the tide here. I think it's a bit late for this. But a couple of shots here. You really do need to get some ranges. That's a bad shot. Oh, and this is good play from Carl here. Good play. He needs to get it stuck in. He needs to destroy this Treb. And I think the tide might be turning here. Vaz has got his troops here. Vaz is amassing here. Amassing. And I have already got my marketplace. That's why these things are glowing yellow. So I got plenty of money. And I'm already starting to churn out the Trebs. Right, here we go. And now, it looks like Gaz is getting stuck in. Now, Gaz can't see shit. He's blinded. He's put a blindfold on himself. Voluntarily put a blindfold on himself. But then he decided to get stuck in over here. He went in blinded. And you got to think, oh, that's big balls from Gaz. Something I'd never thought I'd say. And here we go. Carl, turning the screw on Luke. Luke wasn't expecting this. He wasn't expecting the counter-attack. And now Carl is making Luke pay for trying to finger him. He's making him pay. Yeah, there's no pussy here. That's what Carl's saying. There's no pussy here. Right. And it looks like Luke is in... he's already got his boarding pass for destination fucked. But is he going yet? Is he getting on board? No, he's not. Luke is saved for some reason. For some reason, Gaz decided to pop over here. There's a big force going over this way. And he's already got some troops here. I don't know what happened there. And why the buildings in the middle? This is the... I was going to say, Gaz's barracks here in the middle was one of the strangest things I've seen in this game so far, but then that was replaced by a random barracks over here. Don't worry, these haven't been destroyed just yet. You need to stop producing these troops now, Luke. You need to now get some better troops here, I think. Some better troops. Oh, walls. You know what they say to me, Carl? This max of desperation here. Walls are desperate. Especially one from the fortress here. This just tells me that he's not in a good position here. He doesn't trust himself. Now he's going south. He wants to take out the white. Okay, fair enough. He wants to take out the white. He's going to take that out. Now Gaz is doing a good pincer movement here. A lot of Harry's forces are tied up here in the north, and he's getting stuck here in the south. Now I wish Gaz actually had a bit more than just this and this. I want to see some siege works here. Shove a couple of ballistas up Harry's ass. There we go. Okay, so he's got I guess a token sort of force here. There's not much to sort of stop him. There's not much. Now he needs to win this force, and these guys need to start coming down and destroying his shit in order for this to work. It needs to work here. It's still a stalemate. Baz is not doing anything, and I thought I'd stay out of what's going on, but I got 10 trebuchets, 5 on each side, and I'm slowly working my way up to getting all those upgrades. And Luke is still determined. You've got to get some rangers, mate. You've got to get rangers, otherwise it's completely pointless. This attack was always doomed, really. So long as Harry keeps on producing troops, there's always these guys are just eventually going to get smoked. Just you see how many platoons you have to waste just to get this down to yellow. It's pointless. Try and stick these guys in the tower here, Harry. Stick them in the tower. Don't need them out. Don't need them out. You see, it would have. Yeah, you wouldn't have lost that so easily there. But he doesn't have enough. Is there a? Oh, these guys need to be doing something. Come on, like come down here, destroy this, clump that, clump that. You got to chop him down. If you're failing on one side, you've got to keep up on the other side. These wildmen have saved him here, I think. Right. Looks to me like Luke's getting stuck in again. Oh, oh. He's got ballistas this time. This is a good force here from Carl. This is a good force. Now there's a couple of trebs. I like this. I like this. But really, the difference is the rangers. If you don't have rangers or Boromir, you're in big trouble. And I think you can see here that this is the... if Carl was to go up against Luke with this force, I think Carl would make mincemeat of these guys pretty quickly. And Gaz is twisting the knife in Harry's fucking back here. He's going from the from up here, and he's coming from the west here. This is good play from Gaz. I want to see some more of these guys. What are these guys doing? Bring them in. At least destroy the lumber mill or something like that. Make sure Harry has no money. There's no money to do anything. Right, now he's starting to build some of these Uruks here. So you've got to make sure that you transition to making pikeys. Right, if you can get rid of this, this would be very helpful. I don't see alerts anywhere. Got to be some more troops. I would set the rally point like here or something. You know, you click a couple of platoons here, bap bap bap, and then bap bap bap, and then you basically put the rally point here so that every time there's something ready to go. Little tip from me to you. Little tip. Right, Vaz. Vaz should have silver thorns. He should have everything. Now he's stopped himself here, and it looks like he's about to get going. Now I see that, and I'm about to start making a wall. And very shortly, I begin moving my forces, because then I think, well, he's getting a bit too close, because I've got the ivory tower now, and I can see everything he's doing. And his end started. Now, this is interesting. At that very moment, Carl here decided to send his forces south. Now, he hasn't dealt with Luke here. Now, Luke, this is all you got. This is a very, very good position to be in. All you got to do is park your forces here and let the trebuchets just do their thing on the fortress. Now, I think this was very, very bad move by Carl here. Very, very bad move. Oh, got him. And here we go. 4 trebs. Oh, if you had rangers, you could take care of these guys pretty easily. And now he's desperate to come over here. This is not Carl. This is not the Carl I know. He's done himself in, and he's lucky that these things do not always got the terrible thing. Is he going to do the old zapper? He's going to do the zapper on these for sure. Oh, was that the wrong thing to zap? I wonder. I would have gone for the treb straight up. But you still managed to plow right on through, which is fair enough. But you need to get rid of these things as soon as possible. Harry is under the cosh here. Gaz is tightening the noose. Well, sort of tightening the noose. I mean, he's sort of... It's a bit loose around his neck. It's sort of... It's there, but it could be tight if Gaz actually concentrated a little bit. Right. I don't know. Where's this... Where's all your troops? What's going on? Too late. Alright, Harry has time to reel back. I am over here. I can't really see what's going on, but Vaz is probably thinking, oh right. Well, Vaz hasn't really lost anything. He lost a few towers, but you haven't really lost... There wasn't any engagement between Carl and Vaz here. Oh! And, oh yeah, I forgot. I sent my trebuchets over to go and take out Carl's, or finish off Carl's fortress. So, I thought to myself, I could see what was going on with the ivory tower, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to assist Luke over here. So I'll bet Luke probably comes in sort of thing, oh, his fortress is down, I didn't know I did that. Exactly, you're welcome, you're welcome. And Carl is not down and out. He is not down and out, but I think he's made enemies of both both Luke and of Vaz here. And Vaz obviously having a decent force enough here, he sort of thought, you know what, let's go and have a look. Now, did Vaz have the... No, he didn't. I thought Vaz had the far side, so he had a good look. But he didn't. Vaz just guessed. He guessed to go in. Right, so my trebs are taken out, but that's okay, because I'm just building more. That's fine. And then, yeah, Luke and Vaz are now basically spoiling Carl's night. Let's put it that way. He's got 5 ents here. He's got the archers and all that. He's got a good force here. He's got a very good force. It's not going to be easy to get rid of this force. He's got the pikeys here to help him out. Very nice. Oh, look at them. Shot to shit. Oh, ouch. He felt that. He felt that. And Carl does have a force here, but I think he feels like he's been let down by everyone. But he needs to look in the mirror. You need to look in the mirror, Carl, as to you let yourself down, my son. You let yourself down. You picked on people, and unfortunately, all the people you picked on decided to come back. Look at this! Machine gunning the shit out of these fuckers. And look at this, even this guy's like, you know, trying to take down this thing here. Right, and Gaz is now slightly tightening that noose a little bit. It's still soft around Harry's neck, bless it. But he's doing something. One day I hope Gaz will realise something called siege. And realise that using this strange thing called siege might actually help in taking down your opponent. And Carl has been snuffed out of this game like a wet fart. All down to his own doing. Can't blame anyone else. Luke went for him first, and then after that he went straight for him as well. Now I saw what was going on and thought to myself, right, well, I got to get stuck in. I was waiting for the other trebs to come by, but I thought, no, I got to get stuck in now. But I would say that Vaz's troops are probably in a better position than mine. I don't have the upgrades, and I don't have the decent troops here. He's got plenty of ents here, Now this is good play from Vaz, good play from Vaz. He needs to take care of these trebuchets as quickly as possible. But the firepower is just too much. It's too much. And sometimes, even though you've got a good force, if you just get caught on the hop, you just get caught, you know, your troops are not in the right position, it can be absolutely devastating. And the fire trebuchets against Ents are absolutely diabolical. Look at this fucker, kill before he could even get out. That is truly destination fucked. And Boromir here doing what he does best, getting stuck in and giving people a good old horn. And I think even though my force has pretty much been destroyed, I've done pretty much the sort of damage that I needed to. Bozza's going to cop it, but he did what he needed to do, and that is that's all she wrote. So now I'm producing some more troops and trying to do what I can. Hobbits here to piss people off. Bless those hobbits. Hey, hobbits are good nowadays. Hobbits are good. They're not too bad. Do as much damage as possible. Yep, a lot of damage has been done to Vaz here. Right. And now I think Harry has had a retrieve, because now it appears that Gaz is now in the middle of a shit sandwich and he still can't see anything. He's still blinded. Now Harry, now that he has got quite a bit here. Has he got... no, he doesn't. Oh, you got the Palantir. You got the Palantir. You can have a look around, Harry. You've got to have a look to see what's going on. If you had a look over here or something, you'd see why is Gaz not continuing the attack, and usually your first guess, which is he's probably under attack from someone else, but you need to confirm that. You need to branch out. I think you need to get that money back, and you need to get those ballistas, I think, to destroy. First of all, I think you need to destroy this area of Gaz's base right here. You need to stop him from owning this part. That's step number one. And reclaim your base here. God, it's devastating against troops, isn't it? Bloody hell. That's the thing, the pikeys are fine, but remember, they don't really do much damage. Now I'm trying to draw stuck in, trying to get these fuckers as well. Pikeys are good against Ents. There's a lot of troops here. A lot of troops from Luke here. Now Gaz should be in a bit of trouble, but he's got random platoons sitting everywhere. Harry's just trying to build back. And Gaz is still trying to make an assault on Harry. Still trying to assault him. Right, I've got the upgrades on these guys now. Should be able to make mincemeat of these Ents. This is tough from Vaz. Vaz, if I were you, seeing as Carl is out of the game, I would have sent your builder over into Carl's base right around here. You know, you could have doubted that whether Luke was actually going to occupy that part of the map. He probably wouldn't. So I think that would have been a wise choice, just to move there. And Vaz is out of the game. Vaz is out of the game. I think interesting, isn't it? Because he had probably a better force than I did, but I just managed to surprise him before he could get into position. And I've had that done to me before, where I sort of felt, oh, I think I'm in a good position, but then because someone's more prepared for it than I am, yeah, somehow it just doesn't quite go for you. And I think that's exactly what happened with old Vaz there. Now he's finally got Boromir out, so that's good. I don't see any fucking rangers. Jesus Christ, would you please get some fucking rangers? Right, he's oh, very nice, Gaz. Very nice. If you had done the Creebane at the same time, so they're all glowing purple, then done the Watcher, you probably would have killed more of them. Because it would have reduced their armor, and then any sort of attack would have done them in. For some strange reason, my rangers, before they disappear, got stuck in. I don't know why they're shooting the Watcher, I have no idea. Right, so I'm doing the same thing over here. I'm stopping. And that is why you have walls. I know old Carl had walls before, but a wall, I'm not sure if that was a well-positioned wall, but you just need a wall just here just to stop random things from coming in. And now I'm starting to build farms in Vaz's territory, get that money, and build my forces back. So Harry has been, he's got his upgrades, he's doing alright. He can see what's going on. But there's now a big battle going on between Luke and Gaz. He's bringing old Saruman back. He's level 7. Very good. Dominate. I'll tell you what, if he can get that dominate and do that over all of his troops, Luke will be in big trouble. Alright. Gaz is still doing okay, but he's coming out of the siege now. And always protect your siege. Always protect the siege. Don't let them there by themselves. See, if you've got towers right here, you see, all you'd have to do is just put the archers inside here and have your ballistas here. That's all you needed to do. That's all you needed to do. And unfortunately, you only managed to lose one. But you just keep these guys right near your towers. Happy days. Oh, Saruman getting rid of all these rangers. Doing well. Doing well. I think Luke is almost running out of ideas a little bit. I think Luke is probably wondering, why am I not making the difference in these games? I think this is fine, but you need rangers coming up behind, and you need about 5 or 6 trebuchets, all at the same time with Boromir. Not just some of them. And Harry is deciding to get back in. He wants a bit of his revenge. Harry wants revenge. And Gaz is starting to put towers up. He realizes that he's in the middle of a shit sandwich here. And it's not going to end too well for him. I am slowly starting to spruce up my base. Make sure that it's relatively well defended. I mean, there's only so much you can do. But I realise what's going on. I use the ivory tower. I realise that most of Harry's forces are over here. And he's directed over here. And I think to myself, right, this is a good time to get stuck in. And Harry using that watcher to great effect. I put the heal on my guys so they can come back from it. But there's a lot of damage done already. The good thing is that these guys can handle it because they have got lots of health. But the trebuchets are here. And the trebuchets are the ones that manage to survive. Along with the rangers here, which are important. And that is not what you need. That is not what you need. A bunch of archers trying to smoke these things here, and the fortress is already gone. It was the wrong troops. I think if these were, well, even if he had destroyed all of these, it still wouldn't have made much difference. But it is shock and awe. Shock and awe. There's just too much firepower to be able to deal with. And here we go, all over. It's all over so quickly. Gaz, take note. Take note. See this beautiful little thing here? It's called Siege, son. It's called Siege. Right. You're welcome. Right. Here we go. Destroy that. Making a presence in here. Now, the bulk of the force has been destroyed. And that is it. That is it. I believe I used Ivory Tower, yeah, just then to be able to see exactly where all of the troop producing buildings were. So I think that was one sneaky building that Harry had there, but that was it. I had to nullify that. So, right, back to the base to be able to sort myself out. And I guess regroup. What's going on here now? He's got good forces here. Now I would say this is probably the right kind of platoon to get here. The Uruk swordsmen with the upgrades. They will definitely destroy these guys pretty damn quickly. Swordsmen are very good against pikeys. Oh, he's gotten the upgrades as well now. But Gaz is tainting the terrain. I'd like to see some bats over these guys here. Oh, if you had Saruman, that would have made a big difference. Oh yeah, I'm sending... I got some Knights of Dolomroth. I thought I'd just go up and take a look. Maybe try and take out some random furnaces and whatnot. Guys, retreating all the way back. Very interesting. I think it's a bit too defensive there, I think, Luke. Battle is joined here. Oh god, if only there was a war chant or some bats or something like that. But I think eventually these guys are going to get smoked. A lot of reinforcements coming in. He really does. Oof, blimey. And that is the difference there, I think. That is the difference. A hell of a lot of siege. Right, so I'm making sure I don't get myself sausaged. Random platoons coming round. Oh, he wants to get rid of this. This is a good plan. Good plan from Gaz. He needs to get rid of this. Fortunately, there's another one over here. Still hanging in there. Still hanging in there. These things have got a lot of health, but they don't do too much damage. Yeah, this is, I think you need more than just 2. I think like you need about 4 or 5 of these barracks, I think. And I think if you had had that, that would have made a hell of a lot of difference. Interesting. So there's a bit of a lull in the fighting here. No one can get any sort of defenses up. I don't know, if you put a whole bunch of towers up here, the fact that he's got all of these upgraded trebuchets, he just eat right through it so quickly. So there's no point. These Knights of Dolomroth, they're meant to be pretty badass, these things. Crikey. Yeah, they are pretty good, aren't they? Bloody hell. Look at that. Lost 1 platoon, but it's still pretty good, huh? Not too shabby. Right. Luke, what does he do? What do you do? There's a stalemate in between the 2 of them. Right, Gaz can now see what's coming. Finally, he's unblinded himself. Right, I got all of this sitting here. You can't really get around here. He can't really see. I would have thought that if you had snuck like some ballistas around here and then parked them about there and then just started shooting, that would be good. But I don't really see Luke doing anything with regards to power points that often. Oh, what is he doing? What the fuck am I looking at here? Well, he took out some of my trebuchets, so in that respect it has actually been quite successful. But it's only delaying the inevitable, really, because I've got a lot more coming. It's literally just delaying the inevitable. I think this was Gaz biting off more than he could chew here. I think you want to have a realistic shot of actually winning the game. I think just randomly just sacrificing yourself and going after me there. I don't know. I think between the 2 of them, neither of these 2 have been able to really do anything. Luke doesn't know what to do against Gaz, and Gaz doesn't know what to do against Luke. He's just sending out loads of these guys for some reason, and didn't want to transition to using siege at all. He's getting money. He's using this. That's good. That's good. Still got these guys. Don't know what these guys are doing. Treblingtons. Yeah, there we go. Trebeloffs. So I've got so many troops now, I can't actually produce anymore. But I don't think I'm going to need it. So here we go, plenty of pikeys, all upgraded. With Boromir sitting right here, giving them plus 50% damage. Enough upgraded rangers. A few fours are really enough, to be honest, and so long as I've got some decent power points, that should be enough. But it's time to go straight for the jugular. But Gaz has got decent troops. He has got at least something here. I think it would have been better, I think, if he had had Lurtz and maybe Saruman. But he has got some decent power points. He's still quite a way away from getting the level 25. This is what I mean. You've gone for the level 15 one and the other level 15, a level 10 and a level 10 and a level 10. And you've not been able to get the level 25 power point. If you got the level 25 power point, you would have had the dragon. You could have gone the dragon on his troops, destroyed all of them, and then moved in. Right, well, I think Gaz saw me coming and then just decided, fuck it, I'm going to go after Luke anyway. It was sort of bereft of ideas, I think, in a weird way. Right, I just park my troops outside. Put these guys over here. These guys are not getting killed at all. That is it. And here we go. Tommy bombs. Luke wants to get stuck in. And I start clumping these fuckers. Army of the Dead. That's mine. That's basically to make sure that Luke fucks off. Don't want Luke thinking that he can get it. And see what I mean? If you get the level 25 power point, it makes all the difference. If you don't get it, you're basically just flirting with the opposition. I don't know why you wouldn't want to get it. Oh, that was the last thing he did. The last thing he did before his fortress went down. And look at the devastation. Oh, he's so lucky that they got that they missed out halfway through. Oh my god. And Gaz is out of the game. Gaz is out of the game. Some strange decisions. I think the fact that Gaz did not transition to siege cost him very dearly there. I think he would have been able to get rid of both Luke and Harry extremely quickly if he had done so. Oh, devastating. Hobbits here. This is an important battle here. The horn is given. Luke's been given the horn, and here comes the arrow volley, but I don't think it's going to do much damage on these things. Ooh, that did do quite a lot of damage. Holy shit, and the fire afterwards. I think it's the fire afterwards that makes all the difference on this version. Look at that. A horn and then the arrow volley even got these guys. Now I wonder if they were upgraded like what I've got. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it would have actually killed them. But you can see I haven't lost anything. And now I'm moving in. It's time to move in. I should have actually put in some more troops, for Christ's sake. Beesh. Where's the rest of my shit? Idiot. Right. It's time to start getting all these level 3 farms. Oh yeah, I'm using my Knights of Del Amroth here just to take out all of these level 3 farms here. So, I got 1,000, he's got 1,000. Let's start seeing what happens. I've got a lot of troops. It's down to 910. Fortress nearly gone. Rangers parked outside. It's not a nice place to be. It's not nice. Using these guys to try and take out. He's got plenty of money, but there's just nothing you can do. He's getting loads of troops out, though. He's getting loads of decent troops out. Luke's still churning out the troops. This is not a foregone conclusion. It really isn't. 810 now. Knights of Del Amroth doing bits here. 710 now. He can't even produce any more troops. He's going back for the fortress now. Luke's still in this fight. He's still in this fight. Horsey's gone. I think definitely should have been on here a bit quicker. That is for sure. What the hell I've been doing? Right, Luke finally managed to quell my my attack, but he's not done. He's not completely sausaged. He's not completely sausaged. Too bad it doesn't show you how many builders each other has. Right, it's time to chase people down now. I don't know why I'm not using siege. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. Well, I got one, I guess. Not sure if you can see that. But he's got these are very slow moving forces here. You got very slow. It's okay to have a few of them at the front to sort of take the hits, but then you need to have decent, like, other troops around the side here. I should be using these as well. So what I'm trying to do is just try and chop him for cash. And for, well, I'm fine for cash, 15 grand. He hasn't got much, he's only got 1300, 610, 610, he can't produce anything new. Over here, him just breeze past these pikeys, breeze past them. And I've got more, these guys. They sort of, they didn't get the memo there, they need to keep moving. I'm trying to keep him occupied here. And I don't care if they get smoked, so long as they can just destroy these things. Yep, there we go. Need to try and get this if I can. That might be all of them except for this. I think this is where you need to, yeah, he's already on trying to build builders as quickly as possible. And this is where having the ivory tower really does help, because you can just pinpoint where all of these buildings are and just go for them. Somehow these two managed to make it and still going. What's he got? 925 out of 310. Wow, I think that's the largest discrepancy I think I've ever seen, and now it's about to get a lot lower. I mean, that is completely crippled. So that's pretty much how to do it. I think I took a bit too long being able to get this force back here. Yeah, I took too long getting this force. I should have put a position, I think, somewhere on the map. But I guess I've been attacking everybody. And I had a hand in destroying almost everyone. The only one, I guess, not completely down to me was Carl. He's trying to build walls here. Bit too little, too late. We've got some, these guys are healing back over here. Yeah, heroic statue, that needs to go if I'm fighting here. And these are quite slow and cumbersome, all of these guys here. I think my force here will be able to make mincemeat of it. And I think this is the death knell here. Oh, God. Eesh. Eesh. What are these guys doing? Up here, moving in. Yeah, being led away from the main force, which is here. And I think my Rangers and the Horn. The Rangers are devastating. Ah, and it happens again. Oh, it happens again. Oh, he does the heal though. He does the heal. But I think this is the difference between having upgraded Rangers and not having any archery units at all. So even here, I'm still using this to try and take him out. Fortress gone. He's still got a lot of troops. Still got a lot of troops, but they're slowly just getting smoked. Hobbits getting involved. And I'm deciding Rohirrim is probably the best way to go. If you can you need to try and get in there. Earthquake there to finish it off. Very interesting. I think there was some definitely interesting play there from everyone. Siege, sweet God. I think you would have been able to destroy each other a lot quicker if you had been able to build that. Would have opened the game up considerably. But yes, well played to everyone. Catch you on the next one.